Okay, so what I've done here is I've gone to pixabay.com. It has free images here that you can use as you want. I'm just in here for the inspiration. I'm looking for what sort of bow I want to try to draw. And then once I have whatever it is, I come into PROcreate and I drew this. It's not the world's greatest bow, but it'll do for this demonstration. What I want to do is put this image into just the bow. There's two different ways to do this. I got this image of the seahorses on Pixabay. I added a background to them. The background is semi-transparent, so I can actually show you how to fix that issue. But what we want to do is get this image into the bow. I'm going to duplicate it. Let's turn that one off. And I want to move this around until it's just about where I want it to be. I kind of like having a seahorse showing in the middle. That looks nice, I think. Let's take a look. Yep, it fills in very nicely. Now, if we make layer 2 the reference, that's third from the bottom, we can come in here, select the outside, and then do a clear. And as you can see, we've got the image in here. Maybe we don't want to show the inside of the bow. We can take a gray and just drag that into there. There you go. All done. Another way of doing it is to use the save and load on the selection feature. So let's take these two, we'll group them together and close them out. We've got our layer 3 here. Let's go to layer 2. And we're going to run the selection. That's the S ribbon up at the top. You want it over here on automatic. And let's choose the middle of the bow. And then click on the heart. That's the save and load. Click on the plus sign. There you go. And then let's grab these two pieces. Do the same thing. And then finally, we're going to grab these two pieces and do the same thing. And there's different ways of working this. I am now going to duplicate my layer 3. And actually, let's move them in front of the new group just so they're where I want them to be. All right. And I want to do the middle of the bow, but I want a seahorse to be seen in the middle of the bow. So we'll move this image down until we see that. Let's turn that one off so we can see more easily. There we go. I like it like there. And now I'm going to run the selection. Go to the save and load. I'm going to choose the middle of the bow. And then we'll do the invert. And the reason I didn't save and load the inverts is it's easier to see what part of the bow that I have the way I've got it. And we're going to clear that. And there we go. Now we're going to duplicate layer 3 again. That's the one with the image on it, remember. And we're going to do the right and left side of our bow. So let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. We're going to run the selection. Well, no, we're not going to run the selection. We're going to do the arrow here. That way we've got our handles. Under snapping, I've got magnetics and snapping turned off. I'm going to grab the green dot at the top middle. And we're just going to turn this around, make it look where we want it. See, that's really nice. And we're just doing this for the right-hand side, not for the left, so it's okay that it's not matching. We're going to run the selection again. We're going to choose the right and left side of the top of the bow. We're going to do the invert. And we'll do a clear. And then we'll run an eraser. Great big eraser on that half of it. And then we'll do the same thing for the left side. Alright, and now let's duplicate the layer 3 again. And we're going to do it for the bottom tags there. So first of all, let's position things where we want it. It looks pretty good like it is, but once again, I want as much of the pattern in here as I can get. So we'll do right and left this way. And we'll do the exact same thing that we did with the top of the bow. Okay, now we've got all this nice little picture going here. And we might want to change a few things. If we add a layer above layer 3, and we turn that to multiply, and once again we're using this gray color, I'm going to fill that layer, and then I'm going to use a clipping mask. And that makes just that middle part right there darker. Gives it a differentiation. You can do it that way. It's fine. If you want it to be a darker color, then you can change multiply to color. And let's say we want to use a kind of a teal light cyan. And we'll fill that. So you can actually change the colors and all of that. So there's an option for you. I'm going to delete that now. I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to choose that same gray color. And I'm going to fill in the inside of the bow. You don't have to. Another suggestion would be, once again, let's duplicate this layer 3. We're going to flip it horizontally. Remember, we're doing the inside of the bow. And then we're going to select those two pieces, do an invert, clear it, and we're going to go to the magic wand, go to hue, saturation, and brightness. Remember, this is inside the bow, so maybe we want it to be just a little bit darker. And then let's say you wanted to put something in the background. This is where you have to worry about the fact that parts of this are semi-transparent. And you can see where the line gets shown through there. To fix that problem, you go to the layer above where you're putting a background in. You choose the color white. We run the selection, select outside and invert, and then fill. And now those lines are no longer visible going through, and it makes the bow look like it's just a little bit more three-dimensional. All right, I hope this helps you out, and I hope you have a wonderful day.